It is time to get crafty because today I am going to start the setup of my week in the life journal pages. So stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Tracy, and why yes, I will be doing my week in the life project in my B5 Archer and Olive journal. So that is probably going to present a different kind of challenge, but I'm here for it. This is my first year attempting to do a week in the life, and I'm really bad at taking photographs. Well, I'm okay at actually taking photographs. It's actually remembering to take photographs is the part that I'm bad at. And two, I'm pretty bad about memory keeping. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and try a project that requires both. But I'm hoping it kind of jumpstarts me into getting more into taking random photographs throughout the day and memory keeping a little bit better than what I'm doing. I am memory keeping, just not very in depth. So hopefully this will be the springboard for that. Plus, I will be doing this the same week that Allie Edwards is doing this. But the reason why I am doing it on the week of May the 18th is because it's my birthday week. And I thought that would be kind of fun to capture as well. So yeah, I'm excited. Can you tell? So yeah, I will link the brainstorming video down in the description box. That's where I started kind of thinking out loud about the things that I wanted to include in my actual week in the life journey. Some maybe the photographs I wanted to take, things like that. Plus, I went through some of the supplies that I had on hand, which, like I said, is just regular supplies in my stash that I may want to use. And you see I have a variety of colors. I have a lot of simple patterns and stuff here because I did notice that if you purchase the Allie Edwards Week in the Life kit, she does have everyday color coded. So every day is a different color. And I like that idea. So I'm going with that idea as well. So yeah, I have right now, every day has a different color, and I'm going to try my best to stick with it, even with the ephemera. That's what I mean, try my best to stick with it because, it was hard picking out some ephemera. I do have my ephemera sorted here by day. You can kind of see some of the colors. Let's see. I'm trying to find one that I have a decent amount of ephemera for. I think this one was the best one. So I did use my Cricut and I did cut out some things. So I have the dates cut out. We'll talk about that as we go through. I have some doilies from Amazon that matched every single color except for green. I do not have any green doilies, but I think we'll just do without that day. Then this is what I showed you during my brainstorming video. I had some ephemera from Studio Calico that I can finally use. Maybe, we'll see. And then I made a pocket out of the scrapbook paper that is going to be for my title page. The pocket is not going to be for the title page, but the scrapbook paper is. So yeah, I went ahead and organized it all here. And now let's talk about the title page. So I do want to say I did remove all of the sticky notes that were on the pages. I have them off here because basically during my brainstorming session, I was trying to map out where I would want to put things. And as you know, the week went on and I started coming up with ideas for, I guess, design. Yeah, where I wanted to put things is just going to go right out the window. We're just going to kind of go with the flow when it comes to Monday and see where it takes us. I had planned on using about 6 pages or 3-page spreads is what I mean by 6 pages, but I might do an extra 2. We'll see. So I am not going to do the cover page today. I'm just going to do that later on my own time. I do plan on probably doing a final flip through of this when I am finished, which may or may not be at the end of that week. It might take some time after that, but I will get it done. And I might do a process video while I'm actually doing it as well, maybe for a day or 2. All right, so let's talk about something that I talked about in the last video wanting to do, and I actually did it. So we're going to stick with one of the ideas I had. So for my title page, I want to have my title over here with the day of the week on this side. So I'm probably going to do a photo and stuff over here. So I think setup today on this side is going to be minimal. We'll see after we start playing around. But what I talked about during the brainstorming video was cutting this page, not all the way out, but most of the way out, probably like cutting it maybe 3 dots in. So that way there's enough here that I can glue a piece of scrapbook paper on that little, I don't know, we'll call it a bookmark or that little remaining piece of the page. That way I'm removing a page, and before I'm adding something, to me, it just might help a little bit with the bulkiness, even though this is probably better to write on than the scrapbook paper. I'm going to deal with it. So I'm going to glue that down. And during my brainstorm, I was talking about maybe cutting with my Cricut, cutting out a shape. I was like maybe even a rectangle, and then having on the outer edge the day of the week cut out as well. Well, I did that, guys, and I did that with a variety of different shapes. I will say the days of the week are hard to read, but you know what? I still love it. So this is Monday, C-M-O-N-D-A-Y. I mean, once you know it's Monday, you can't unsee it, right? It works. I mean, I could always outline it. I could always put, like do this again and then put a piece of scrapbook paper and do like every other letter. It would make it stand out. But I think I'm fine with leaving it. So there we have for Monday. So now you can see the color palette if you hadn't seen that brainstorming video. Then we have Tuesday. I didn't think, but this is kind of cool with the florals on there. I don't know what kind of shape this was. I did all of this in Canva. It was a lot easier to work in Canva. Then I removed the background and uploaded it to my Cricut design space and just printed it from there. So here's Wednesday. I ended up going with this pattern rather than the one that I was really liking during the brainstorm. It just kind of went better with some of the other orange things that I had. This one is a little hard to see. What I'm noticing is it's hard when the letters right next to each other are like have flat edges. So like the N and the E, it makes it hard to see. Then we have Thursday. Again, the U and the R. Everything else kind of works though. Friday is probably the best. There we go. And then we have Saturday. And then I figured we would just end with the same shape that we started with, and that was Sunday. So there we go. Like I said, it's a little hard to see, but I'm still glad I did it. And plus, the Cricut cut out the shapes for me, so I didn't have to like struggle with that on my camera. I need to start using the Cricut more for just printing and cutting stickers, so yay me. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start with this because this is the one thing that I'm sure about, and I feel like I don't need to plan out everything else before I do this. This would kind of be the jumping off point. Once this is done, I can kind of see what everything else looks like, right? All right, so let's go ahead and cut. I don't think I can use my paper trimmer. Actually, I probably can if I go this way, maybe. No, I can't get far enough in. So that's perfectly fine. I did do some cutting, so this one's actually already coming loose because I had to cut some like horizontal Dutch doors. So that's what happens when you cut sometimes some of the pages out. But we're going to go ahead. All right, so we did that. I am going to keep this because these are really good to save. Not just for like tip-ins later on, but it's also good if you mess up, you can cut a part of it and just paste it onto your page, which you may have to do this time. Okay, so yeah, I kind of want this pretty darn close to the edge. I'm actually wondering if this one actually looks like it might have been damaged before. So I'm going to go ahead and tear this one out. Yeah, that one, I didn't trust it. So we're going to do another one. I did horizontal Dutch doors, and I think that was like attached to one of them, so it wasn't on there enough. So we're just going to go ahead and do this over again. Okay. Like I said, you know, I don't, you know, cutting out that one or, you know, that extra pages or some, cutting out these pages or using more pages than I had anticipated in here. It is what it is. If I need to use another book to finish out this year, then I will. With that said, I honestly don't know, how much time I'm going to have toward the end of the year to keep up with like these super creative projects. It's usually a busy time for me, so who knows. Okay, so there we go. That is my vision. That's about all that I had figured out at the start. So let's take this now. So obviously we're only going to use the yellow papers. I also have another one of these. So I really want to use these because these are thin, so they're not going to add much to it. I was thinking like I could always do something like that. I could always do like that. I don't mind that. Do I have another? I have another one of these because what I could do is put this over here too and have like this entire page be like that. And I actually have an idea for over here. So I'm not cutting this page down. I do plan on cutting all of the pages down a little bit just so you can kind of see what is with each day. So everything but the first, which this is the first, and the last page for Monday will be cut down. So like I will be cutting these 2 pages down and then having this full and this full. It just helps keep it together, maybe. I don't know. Plus I thought it'd be like a cool decorative element because I can add washi, or I could do something that looks like washi with different color patterns on the edges. All right, so I was looking through my sticker books, and Dutch Door Volume 2 from Amy Plans Things does have this going down the side. Now it is a different color, but it still could look cool. I know this is for Dutch doors and stuff, but I just thought it could look cool down the side to kind of just add a little extra oomph to the page. Plus we also have these. These will fit here. It looks like, yeah, they'll fit. Yeah, so it's long enough for this book, which is pretty cool as well. So I could do that. I could also I have some other sticker books with some kind of just random lemons and stuff that I could possibly use. I don't know if I will have enough. But then we have this washi. I also have some other washi. I think my lemon washi that I have is actually blue though. Let me see. Hold on. Yes, it's blue. So yeah, let's see what this looks like with so like I was thinking I want this here. So I know for a fact I want this here. I just like the way it looks. I think it looks fun. It's like a fun intro to this whole thing. I'm gonna probably put washi or something here as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and tape this down. Oh, I was gonna cut the page. So because of how the N and the D is, I have to go second one in. I can, I think, use my paper cutter for that. Okay. Because that'll give me a little bit more extra stuff here. So we like that, right? Because we have that. We also have that. I like that too. And then I have, no. No, I like the polka dots, but now I can't really figure out which one I like the best. I'm wondering if I should go with something more subtle, but I like this too. I'm thinking I should go with something more subtle because I think these would be cooler as background elements in some of the other ones. Yeah. So I think I want to do this. All right. I like that. Now for this one, see, I could do that and then do, where are those stickers? I don't know how weird that'll look, just kind of chilling right there. I almost feel like I need solid, something solid right there. We're gonna cut this sticker out of the book so I can kind of get an idea of what it will actually look like. I don't want to take it off the sheet and put it on wax paper if I don't use it. Okay. So that's pretty much what it's going to look like right there. I kind of like it for some reason. The other thing, I have this one too, which I have these, but they're also not as bright as that one. The other thing I could do, could always put this like over here. And then also line it on the back page. I think I would probably want to do a bigger sheet. So, I mean, I could brainstorm all day how I want to do this, and it doesn't matter until you start putting stuff on the page. You really have no idea what you're going to do. Maybe I should say not, I don't mean you, I mean me. We'll see how straight we can get that. That works. Okay, we can do that. And then it gives me a little bit more flexibility when putting the other one down on the page. So we're going to do, ooh, and that one is done. Okay. I will probably not have any tape by the time I finish this. Well, I think I'm going to use, that's not true, because I think I'm going to use my vinyl sticker paper. I cut off, what, 2 rows there? This must be off skew. Okay. Okay. Oh, that went down pretty good. Okay. Then I still need to trim a little bit. Let's trim. Oh my gosh. Everything's going to be in the floor by the time I finish this. Yeah, let's do this one because it's a ripped edge. See, I think I'm gonna like this because I think you're gonna see it here too. So it's gonna look a little bit better. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and put it down because this is what I want to do. So I'm gonna do it. It's going. We're gonna have faith and say that it is going to look great. This doesn't look even, but you know what? I don't know how. I thought I marked it right. Okay. All right, now I need to trim both edges. Like I said, that's gonna look better because you're gonna see it over here too. All right, so over here, I'm going to just kind of show you what I'm planning on doing. So like I said, I'm going to put a photo down. I'm also on top of the photo or somewhere on this page, I also have the date. So it'll be like, oh, May 18. There we go. Now I might outline that one once it's on there, but I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. I like that. It's very bright, very bright. I promise I'm going to make it look better. Cause like I said, I might outline it with like black or maybe green. Green might work better. But I want to wait until it gets on the page, I think, to do that. I know that's risky, but that's what I'm thinking. But look how cool that looks right now. Now I need to do something here. For some reason, when I was putting stickers on the back side of the scrapbook paper, I was like quiet and concentrating. So I'm going to speed this part up and do like a quick voiceover. So I wanted to put stickers to camouflage that area where you can see the scrapbook paper taped to the page. That's the only purpose for me doing that. Plus, I do think this does need to be decorated a little bit. So I went with the Live Love Posh lemon stickers because they were matte white, so it camouflaged that area a little bit better. And then after I lined the whole side of the page, I was like, ooh, I need a little bit more or a little bit of stickers to that outer perimeter of the circle. So I added a few there. And then I even took them up onto the letters, which did require me to cut out some of this sticker. But in the end, I think it looked really good. And I think it was worth it. Yeah, here I was thinking about doing, let's go ahead and grab some boxes. Okay, we have some spotted boxes. Okay, so at first I was thinking about just doing this. If I do this in here, I think it'll be fine. I mean, I can always do like that. This is like set up because this is just going to be my stats. Only other thing, I don't think there's going to be yellow here either. Oh. We might, these are Live Love Posh alphabet stickers. My guess is this came from one of the sets from Seasonal Love. So we can do there we go. Okay, or there's another lemon or something I can put up at the top. We had these two. Oh, I do. All right. Look, y'all, I got one page done. Well, technically 3. But I like this. I like it a lot. I really do. Okay, now we're gonna come over to here, and I think, how often does that happen? It's gonna be a while. I think I'm gonna go ahead and tape these. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna tape these two together because I'm not going to put scrapbook paper down. So I think it's gonna be fine. We're just gonna deal with this. Okay. So here, all right, I need to go ahead and cut this one. I don't think I'm going to do, I don't think I'm going to do waterfall tabs. I think I'm going to just do regular edges. Just so that way you could see this at the front and the back. Okay. Yeah, that works. Okay. So I probably should have put tape in the middle. All right. So let's talk about here. Oh, that is so crooked right there. Look, how did that get so crooked? It's fine. All right, so I could do washi here too, and I'm almost thinking I should, but I don't know. All right, so let's start. Let's bring out the ideas. Okay, so oh, this needs to be cut. This has got to be trimmed. It's way too. I don't like the way it's puckering. All right, I said how I was going to do this. Over here, I'm not sure. So where's my little notebook? Did it go on the floor? Yes. All right, so this is the today's stats. I got to figure out what all that's going to be, but it's going to be weather, my rating for the day, maybe my mood for the day, maybe my Apple Watch stats will go here instead of somewhere else. I was thinking about maybe doing a selfie here, then an outfit of the day here. So what I could do, we're just bulking this right up, aren't we? I could always put like a doily, and that will signify like the outfit of the day photo. I think that could be really cool. And then I could write about the outfit of the day. I feel like I need to write about some of them. Some of them I have to write about. I like that. So I think, do I want to do my currently words here? Now, let me talk about my currently words. I don't think I'm going to pre-pick the currently prompts, like the ing words. I think what I'm going to do is just dedicate an area to the currently prompt. I kind of wanted it to go like this, but now I don't know, because it's not going to give me, well, actually it might. Let me see. I just want this to be vertical for some reason. We have yellow. Yellow. Oh, I like the stripes. We might want to bring in the stripes. So we could do like this. Okay. Okay, so we could do that. Yeah, I like that. And then we could do that over here too. Now, where is B5? Actually, an A5 would work for what I'm doing anyway. So if I was trying to see how many boxes there are, we're going to say there's 28, because I don't want to use the very last ones on there. So we're going to say there's, actually, let's say there's 29. We'll probably do need to use it. So that means right in the middle would be 14 and 15, right? So then this would be 14. Yeah. I don't know, that kind of looks like it might be okay. Out of curiosity, I don't think I'm going to put a doily over here, but would a doily fit? No. I'm probably definitely going to put a doily over here. So what I want to do here, where is some of my like washi tape that I don't really love? I think I have multiples, or no, I think I gave this away. All right, so that is the line that I'm gonna do for the box. Okay. And then this is the edge of the box. I know you were like, what box? We haven't talked about this yet. No, we have not. Okay. So the reason why I did that is because my idea was for the currently prompt. I have this little word, this little stamp. This is currently. I have a whole bunch of stamps. Actually, I don't have a whole bunch. I have like 3 stamps that say currently. A lot of them were pretty big. This one was not. This one is kind of small. You probably couldn't even see it. Actually, some of the other things on here would be pretty good too. One day at a time. That sounds really good for like the title page. Okay. So my idea is to stamp currently with yellow and the box. What do you think? All right, guys. Are we ready to see what this looks like? I am. Hopefully this does not rip the page. Whoops. There we go. So yes, I could have easily, well, I could have printed this out, like done this in Canva and then printed this out and had a nice little like easy sticker to put on, but I wanted to do this. Like I said, it's a little less bulk. Just a little. Okay. Oh, we can make this edge round. But I like that. Now, I don't know if I'm going to write over it or if I'm going to just put some pictures over it or what have you. I don't even know if I'm going to say like what it is. Like, do I need, if I put a picture of a book, I don't think I need to say like reading. And if I put like, oh, that didn't work. You know, so I think I'm just going to like put whatever it is that I want to capture there. And I don't think I'm going to title it or anything. There we go. Okay. That turned out a lot better than I thought. And even though it wasn't completely even, it still looks right good. Because it's slanted. I think you'll be able to tell it a little bit more if it was straight across or up and down or something. But I think this worked. And then I put like C's and like the blank spots or whatever. So probably want the doily down here. All right. So we had... Now, what I was thinking is I would kind of carry this over here, though, in some way, shape, or form as well. It'll still be, I mean, everything's kind of like what I'm currently doing that day. But this is just going to capture the prompts or whatever. I just thought that would be kind of fun. Because, oh, I was thinking about doing gratitude over here somewhere. Maybe the game I'm playing. I was thinking about maybe doing the food collage over here with maybe the workout information. I feel like that might work over here. Okay. And then I did want a picture outside. I did want an outside photo for the outside. This is where it gets tough. Okay. So let me think about this. I was thinking that it would be kind of neat to take a picture from like outside, maybe my window, maybe the view that I'm seeing out of my window, but actually go outside to take the picture so that way it's clear. But like this is what I see outside my window every day, or this is what I see outside my doors every day, or something like that. So I want a picture like that every day. So, all right. That's what I was thinking. That would be kind of cool too. Like what I'm currently seeing outside I mean, I could always put that over here. Especially if I start putting some photos here of like the books that I'm reading, like the book I would do like the book cover printout and maybe the TV show printout if I'm watching anything. So I guess I could still do a food collage and the workout and then do my view outside here. What else? Is there anything else? Maybe I don't need an extra page for this. Yeah, I think, y'all, I think I could go ahead and just do these pages and then these pages and be done. Yeah, I think that would work. All right. So I want a schedule of the day. I want a picture of the phone for like text messages or phone calls or something like that. And then we'll kind of reserve some space for something else because I think I could probably do again another side of the page. And this I'm going to do later because I want to do a phone. So I'm going to do that on Canva. It is free. I made the comment. I was like, I don't know if you need to have Canva Pro or not. No, there are templates available under like the free account. So I'm just going to do that. I'm probably, it depends on how big it is, how big I need to make it to fit everything in there. Because what I was going to say is I might print like Mondays and then put it in here, or I might wait till I can do Mondays and Tuesdays together, and then do that. So I don't know. All right. So I'm thinking for the pocket schedule, we need to put, I think that's going to be more than enough. I think it's going to be more than enough. I'm always like worried about not having enough, but I think it's going to be more than enough. I have an idea for over here too, but I wanted to kind of get this all set up first. Where is my pocket? And what did I do? Oh, it's right here. I mean, I guess, you know, the schedule could technically, we're going to put this like all the way down here. Could go like at the beginning, but I just don't want it there. So I did this during the brainstorm. I cut out pages from a planner, a daily planner that I didn't use the whole thing. And then I'm going to fold it over so that way you have this on the back. So basically the planner page was like this. I cut some of the top and the bottom. But that way I don't have to worry about decorating the back or anything like that. So I'm just going to do... So what I talked about during the brainstorm is I like the idea of doing this because I can write down like what I did that day, hour by hour. I have some note space over here now. But if I decide that I don't like the way this looks, I can later on when I have more time, I can just go into Canva or even Word or whatever, type up something, cut it out and put it in here. So I could do something later as long as I actually have the information here. Now let's kind of like beautify some of the other pages a little bit more. So now that we've kind of reached the part where I'm just going to be adding things to jazz up the pages, I figured I can speed it up. I'll probably put on some music momentarily. But for the most part, a lot of the elements that I add to the page is strictly decorative. So if I put a box or a rectangle or a circle, it doesn't mean that what I put there needs to fit within that. So like take the doily, for instance. Like I said, I might put a photo there. Well, I'm not going to, I mean, I might make the photo a circle, but it might not be. It might fit better as a square or a rectangle. And if it's larger than the doily, I'll just off center the photo so you can see part of the doily behind it. So like some of this is going to get covered up and that's fine. It's the whole point. I just want to make it look super cute when I add the journaling and add the photos and things like that. Like right here where I'm doing the two boxes next to the currently prompts, I just wanted to make them two different sizes. I didn't want to make them the same size and I didn't want to make them close to the same size because then it would look like my measurements were off. So if I made one that was substantially bigger than the other one, I felt like it looked better. Again, still trying to figure out what's going to go in those boxes. I don't want to, like I said, put labels on any of the boxes right now, because you just don't know what the day is going to bring. It could surprise me. So what I'm thinking I'm going to be putting in those boxes could completely change and something else will be in there. So that's kind of the reason why I'm just pretty much adding, let's just say adding decorative paper in some shape as a background element. That's pretty much what I'm doing, guys. So with that said, I'll just let you watch me try to figure out how to layer some things, how to make things not look the same from one page to the next, but carry the same elements so that way it definitely looks cohesive. All right, guys, let's take a final flip through of this, and then we can wrap things up. It's been going well over an hour now, probably closer to an hour and a half. The other one's going to go a lot quicker because I think I'm going to just kind of recreate a lot of this on those other pages. I'm going to try to limit it to the polka dots and things like that as far as the scrapbook paper goes. I just might change some of the layout. So like for this, what I might do on one page is have the currently going horizontally and then have 2 boxes down here or something like that, just to kind of change it up just a little bit, but the format is going to be generally the same. I just really like how this turned out. I think it's so pretty. So again, a photo is going to go here. The photo is going to sum up the day. So it could be a selfie. It could be a photo of, you know, outside. It could be a photo of maybe a messy desk. I'm going to somehow put the date on this page. It could go like this over the photo. It could go like this. It could go whatever. We don't know yet. This actually piece of ephemera I do want to use, and I feel like it needs to go either somewhere over here or somewhere over here. I'm going to put a selfie here. So this might actually go pretty well here. I just got to figure out, like, you know, like I said, I don't know what the day is going to bring. So maybe I want to do a selfie and then journal about like the story that the selfie is telling. So we'll have to see. Then here is going to be all numerical scores for the day. So weather, but the score of the day from like 1 to 10, I guess, or 1 to 100. I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. And then we'll figure out some other things to add. But I like how this turned out. I really like the way it looked with the stickers. I might have to try to find something similar for all of the other ones. Now you can't even tell that there's a piece of the page right here that I attached this to. And I do like the scrapbook paper covering it all. And I love that I added the circles. I think it needed a little bit more here. So here the plan is to do a picture of the outfit of the day. So again, you're not probably going to see the circle. I guess I could kind of like offset it a little bit. Obviously it doesn't have to be that big either. I might journal about the outfit of the day under it or beside it or something like that. I could journal here, but if not, this is going to be the gratitude. I definitely want to take a picture outside of what I'm seeing outside my window. So outside of my office window or outside of the doors when I'm sitting on the couch. Well, I think what I want to do is the same photo every day though. And then, you know, currently prompts. This is all going to be kind of very fluid. So this could be workout or my food kind of collage, my fingernail polish is coming off, or it could go here, but I might not work out. I hope I work out, but I might not. So it's always subject to change, but now I have areas to capture 2 things that I kind of want to be semi-related to currently, like a currently type prompt, something to capture like a stat or something like that. Here is definitely going to be based on what I'm doing that day. If I go to dinner with friends, that is what will go here. If I don't and I do a creative project instead, then I would take maybe a photo. If I put a video out on YouTube, I'll do the YouTube thumbnail, which I don't think I'll do that on Monday. So that can probably go by the wayside there. And then here, I can do some just general journaling or other photos or what have you. This is where I'm going to do the phone. If I have a lot of text messages or phone calls that I want to capture that day, I might flip the phone up in one direction or the other and put some stuff under it as well. This, I could put square journaling here and I could put square journaling here. So I don't have to journal on the circles. That was just an element to like a design element. So I think that could be kind of cool. And the same thing over here. This is very open. This is open to photos, journaling, or what have you. So like, again, I really like how this turned out. It turned out so much better than I thought. And I'm excited to continue on with the rest of the days. And I think it's going to be really, really cool to see it all together. Like I said, I think I'm going to maybe change up some of the way it's laid out, but for the most part, the template's going to stay the same. So maybe for Tuesday, currently is going to be a horizontal box with 2 other boxes going horizontally here, maybe just 1 box. So I might change some things up, like maybe put some, I don't have any doilies for Tuesday, but I could put something here and then move this down here. So it might not be the exact same, but it's going to be the general. It's going to be pretty much the same with just a few tweaks each day is what I want to say. I'm going to probably still use the polka dot papers and stuff like that. So there we go, guys. So as you can see, you can definitely do something like this in a bound book. You can also do something like this, obviously, in a disc-bound system. So you don't have to always use one of the journals to do this type of project. And because I feel like it still kind of seems very, very similar to how people do the projects. And I really like that I am kind of sandwiching the days in between two full-size pages and cut these down, almost like a Dutch door kind of effect. I just like that because I know that this is all Monday and then Tuesday will be the same way. So yeah, there we go. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. And if you've yet to subscribe, I hope you would consider subscribing to my channel as well. That is all I have for now, guys. This one was a long one. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.